Angelo Bruno, also known as the Gentle Don, was one of the most powerful and mysterious mafia bosses in American history. His story is a gripping tale of diplomacy, danger, and betrayal, still captivating crime buffs and historians to this day. Born as Angelo Annaloro on May 21, 1910, in Villalba, Sicily, Bruno came from humble beginnings. In the 1920s, he immigrated to the United States with his brother Vito, settling in South Philadelphia. Changing his last name to Bruno, a tribute to his paternal grandmother, marked the beginning of his new American life. Even in his youth, Bruno was drawn into the local underworld. His early arrests in the late 1920s and 30s involved bootlegging, illegal gambling, and minor offenses. But his calm demeanor and strategic mind caught the attention of Salvatore Sabella, the founding boss of the Philadelphia crime family. Sabella took Bruno under his wing, recognizing the future in him. The real turning point came in 1957, when a mafia summit in Appalachian, New York, turned into a police fiasco. The Philadelphia boss at the time, Giuseppe Ida, fled the country, and Antonio Polina took over. Polina viewed Bruno as a threat and ordered him killed. But the hitman warned Bruno, who turned to the mafia's ruling body, the Commission, for protection. In 1959, they sided with Bruno. Polina was out and Angelo Bruno was in. As boss of the Philadelphia mob, Bruno brought a rare kind of stability. His organization thrived under a code of quiet power. Gambling, loan sharking, union rackets, those were his bread and butter. But what made him different? He hated unnecessary violence. Bruno refused to allow his men to deal heroin. Instead, he allowed other crime families to run drugs through Philly, as long as he got a cut. This controversial move brought in big money and growing resentment. He forged strong ties with New York, especially with Carlo Gambino, one of the most powerful bosses on the East Coast. Together, they solidified Bruno's position on the Mafia Commission and in the criminal underworld. Bruno's leadership style earned him nicknames like the Gentle Don and the Quiet Don. From 1959 to 1980, his reign was one of relative peace, rare in Mafia history. But that peace came at a cost. Some insiders felt he was holding them back. They wanted more violence, more power, more control over the drug trade. Bruno's top consigliere, Antonio Caponigro, and ambitious underboss Phil Testa began plotting to take him out. Why the betrayal? Some felt Bruno's rules were hypocritical, allowing outsiders to profit off heroin while his own men were banned. Younger mobsters like the violent Nicodemo Scarfo believed Bruno was too soft. They wanted blood. They wanted expansion. As tensions rose, so did the danger. There were even multiple assassination attempts against him. On the night of March 21, 1980, Bruno had just finished dinner. He sat down in his car outside his home at 10th and Snyder Avenue in South Philly. A shotgun blast ended his life. His driver, John Stanfa, who would later become boss himself, may have tipped off the shooter. The killing was reportedly ordered by Caponigro, his own consigliere. But justice came quickly and brutally. Weeks later, Caponigro's corpse was found stuffed in a car trunk, tortured, beaten with $300 in cash shoved into his rectum, a symbol of greed. The commission had not authorized Bruno's murder. Caponigro paid the ultimate price. Some believe Frank Thierry of the Genovese family in New York manipulated Caponigro into the hit to weaken the Philly crew. Angelo Bruno was a paradox. He avoided violence, yet his death ignited one of the bloodiest mafia wars in U.S. history. Over the next 4 years, more than 20 people were killed in a brutal power struggle, including Bruno's successor Phil Testa and Testa's own son, Salvatore. Bruno's legacy lives on. Harvey Keitel portrayed him in Martin Scorsese's The Irishman, 2019. Authors like Celeste Morello and George Anastasia have written extensively about his life. In 2016, there was even an effort to declare his home a historic site, a request the city rejected, unwilling to glorify the mob. To this day, questions remain. Was driver John Stanfa a co-conspirator or just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Did New York families quietly greenlight the hit to seize power from Philadelphia? Angelo Bruno wasn't just another mob boss. He was a symbol of a lost era, when diplomacy could rule even the darkest corners of organized crime. His life, his rules, and his downfall continue to fascinate those drawn to the shadows of American history. and in many ways, his ghost still haunts the streets of South Philadelphia.